Hi, I'm Ellie, and in this video we're going to look at how we can get our pupils working at greater depth in statistics, specifically looking at averages. Now, with the new curriculum, we don't need to look at mode and median anymore, we're just focusing on mean in Year 6. This question here gets your pupils really understanding the concept of mean and applying it to solve this problem. So let's look at what it's asking us. 4 children took part in a spelling test. The mean average was 12 marks. What could the marks of the pupils be, and can you find 2 possibilities? Now, with this question, I would always start by getting my pupils to work backwards. So what we do know is that the mean average was 12 marks. So ask your pupils, how do we find out the mean? They should be able to tell you that you total all your values together and then you divide by the number of values that you have. So if we've got 4 pupils, we've divided something by 4. And what is the number that we've divided by 4? Well, we can put this as a missing value here. So we've got 4 numbers which have been added together to give us this value divided by 4 is 12. Now using inverse, people should be able to tell you that has to be 48. 12 times by 4 is 48. So then what they're doing is finding 4 values, something, add something, add something, add a 4th value, gives us 48, and then that divided by 4 gives us 12. So what could the marks of the pupils be? The first thing that they can tell you is that they could all be the same, and they could all be 12. That's the most simple answer they can give. If all 4 pupils had 12, it would add up to 48, and that divided by 4 would give you 12. But the question doesn't just ask us that, it says to find 2 possibilities. And this is where you want to get your pupils thinking logically. Where could they go to find the next potential answer? So some pupils might decide to take off 1 from the first number and see what happens there, or maybe they're going to adjust the 3rd and the 4th numbers. Let's start by taking 1 off pupil 1's score. But because we still need to get a total of 48, we need to put that 1 somewhere else. So we're going to give pupil 2 13, and then we can keep pupil 3 and pupil 4 on the same score. So already here, we've got 2 possibilities. Now, the way that you could really extend this question is rather than by saying, can you find 2 possibilities, you could say, how many different possibilities can you find? That's a really nice open-ended task, and it really gets pupils thinking about finding all the possibilities and working in logical order to think what those different combinations could be. That's a really key skill when it comes to answering all different types of problem questions, regardless of whether it's just to do with averages. So I would take this question to begin with, ask them to find 2, and I'd extend it and say, how many different possibilities can you find? And that's how we can work on developing an understanding of averages.